Welcome to day 3. You've made it. We're in the middle, and I'm just so excited that you've made it this far. And I hope the first 2 days of the challenge were ones that you not only enjoyed, but also gave you an opportunity to learn a bit more about yourself, as well as how to think about daily tasks and your urgent versus important. So and if you haven't yet, I want to say also and remind you, first join the Facebook group. Most of you are in there. If you haven't yet joined that group, please do. There's some great sharing going on in there, and I'm learning a lot from you all. So thank you so much for participating, because I know, first of all, like I said every day of this challenge, I appreciate your time because it's so precious. But I also appreciate your contribution in the group, because honestly, it wouldn't be a group without you. So thank you so much for that. And also, one other piece before I get into today's challenge is around your words of today. Have you thought about what your action words of today are? And if you haven't, either pause the video and do that now, or take some time after you watch this to do that, because it'll getting into that habit and having that positive practice is a great way to do it. So today, I want to discuss decision tree, and you can see behind me right here, I have some fill in the blanks. I seem to be enjoying those, and maybe because we're doing Mad Libs a lot lately in my home, but they're also a way, because I know as you're watching this video, you're looking at this and wondering, well, what's this about, and how can I use this particular tool? And I put this tool together because I know, like you, I get various opportunities or asked to do different things, either on a daily or weekly basis. And since not too long ago, I had the tendency to say, sure, or yeah, that sounds great, or yep, got it, let me know what you need, instead of saying, hey, thank you for that opportunity, I'd like to think about it. So this is a way to go through this process, to not have a knee-jerk yes or a knee-jerk no, but to really assess the opportunities that you have. And I'll go through a couple examples, but opportunities could be a lot of different things. So it could be being asked to be on the board of a company, or to volunteer at a local event, whether it be a farm festival or a school function, or anything of that sort. You know, the Rotary Club or the Chamber of Commerce, for instance. It could also be an opportunity as being invited to go have drinks or appetizers with friends that you may not have seen in a while. To go into the city. I live outside of Boston, so going into the city is not that hard, but it takes time and effort for my part to go in and make plans and make arrangements. So it could be as big as, you know, taking on a job, going on a board. It can also be your daily decisions to meet people or to do different things in the community. Now, I put this together because it's helped me a lot, and it's helped my clients, and I've gotten the feedback from workshops as well. This is one tool that people, once they use it a few times, they actually go through their minds almost automatically when they're given an opportunity. So while they don't do an immediate yes or no, they've got this process. It's fairly simple, because I like to keep it simple, on figuring out what you should do. So you have this worksheet that you can download, that's below this video in the email that you received today. But I want to take time to walk through this and show you how you can use it. So the first part of the decision tree is to write down in your own words, my opportunity is blank. So fill in your own words what your opportunity is. Now, the next piece of this is write down your 3 guide words, your 3 guiding words that remind you of your truest best self, or 3 words that you're working to live up to on a daily basis. And write those right here. Now, the next question to answer is, this opportunity will bring me what? So this is the time to be selfish, okay? Because we don't want to take things on that won't bring something to us. And there's usually some sort of benefit if you're considering taking on that particular opportunity. So write down what that opportunity will bring you and a benefit. And it can be more than one thing. And chances are once you write down one thing, a couple will come to mind, and that's totally fine. But you only need to have one, and if you have 5, great, but one will get you where you need to go. Now, the next question, and this is one we don't like to ask, we don't like to go this route because we think we can always do it all, but we can't, right? There's only 24 hours in the day, and as I shared with you on day 1, if you remember, there is more than one person. I think there's a couple dozen who all said, actually, I need at least 1 more hour in my day. And so that's why I have this question. By taking this opportunity, I will sacrifice or give up blank. Okay, so fill that in. What are you going to sacrifice? What are you going to have to trade off? If you're going to take on this new opportunity, you need to give something up, right? Because as much as I agree in some areas of life, it's not a zero-sum game. I think going through the thought process of taking something on when you already feel like you have a lot, you already feel as if you don't have enough time to do other things, why would you take this on unless you're giving up something? And so this is one that's actually one of the hardest ones to answer, right? But it will get you to where you need to go. Okay, so thinking about what you're going to give up or sacrifice, because it's going to have to be something. And then this last one, now the tree on your handout is much prettier. I am not an artist, obviously, but I think this gets the point across. So this is a and this is a circle. Circle which one it is, an opportunity. Is it one that's going to lead you to growth? Is it going to take you toward your guiding words, which is growth? Because you want to link your guiding words and growth. And I'm looking for a pen here. This is related, your guiding words and growth. Okay? So will this opportunity lead you to growth, to development, to becoming more of what you want to become? Or will it be depleting? Will it take you away from those 3 guide words? Will it take you away from the direction that you want to be heading? Because remember, having intention is having direction. And that's what these 3 words are. They give you direction. And, there's a rhyme to reason for doing it this way also. Because after you list out your opportunity, I'm asking you to remind yourself of your 3 guide words. And so by writing them down, you're putting yourself in the frame of mind of, okay, I want to be, in my case, present, passionate, and bold. Great. That's what I want to be. I want to be present, I want to be passionate, I want to be bold. So then when I talk about what it'll bring me, that's always the easy one a lot of times. What will I have to take away? What will I have to sacrifice? And by looking through this of what I'm giving up and if what I'm getting is greater than what I'm giving up, man, this is a growth opportunity. If it's going to get me something, get me growth, get me development, get me closer to my 3 guide words, I'm golden. But if I go through this and I say, you know what I'm going to have to sacrifice for this, I don't think I want to. I'm not there yet. This is depleting. I'm going to say no. And that's the brilliance of this simplicity, of going through this simple 1-page sheet. And in your mind, you can do this in a minute or less. But it gets you to it takes away that yes, no immediately. You think about it. But then it makes the yes or no much easier because you've given it thought. And you're thinking about the direction you want to go. You're thinking of your larger, more global intentions. And then saying, okay, is this going to get me there or is it going to take me away? So I encourage you to go through this. And then in one quick example, I'll just give you one example before I close out the challenge for today. So I recently had an opportunity to be on the board of a local co-op community. And while my 3 guide words are present, passionate, and bold, and the opportunity would bring me an ability to be part of a board and learn those pieces of governorship, and I've been on a board before, but to have another opportunity to learn some of those key pieces of how the business works, bring me an opportunity to be more visible in my local community because I'd be a speaker of the school on behalf of the community. And I actually, it would bring me the ability to talk about this place because it's one that I think they do really great work, and I love the work that they do. But by taking this opportunity, I'd have to sacrifice 2 nights a month plus 4 weekends a year And that's just the beginning of that part. And those 2 nights a month, while they don't sound a lot, I'm already teaching on Thursday nights and I travel once in a while. So those additional 2 nights actually mean a lot to me to have to miss being home. And the weekends are precious. And yes, I do some work on the weekends, and yes, we get other things done, but that's just time to be, with family and friends. And I personally don't want to sacrifice that. And I'd also have to give up another position I'm looking at that will get me closer to my present, passionate, bold. So while it's a great opportunity and a great place, taking this on would be a bit more depleting. So I said no. But I had a backing in my mind of logic that wasn't just emotion to get me to that no. Now, a short example of yes is we were, I was invited to meet some friends for dinner in Boston a couple weeks ago. And my 3 guide words, present, passionate, and bold, opportunity would bring me a fun time to reconnect with people. It's also an opportunity to network with some people because 2 new people were being brought into the group, and one of them I have been trying to get time to meet with. So this is a perfect way in a social environment to chat, get to know her, and have that soft introduction and start building a relationship. I'd have to sacrifice 1 night away from home and also fixing some of the schedule at home. And I sacrifice a little bit of my also work time that day to adjust. But that opportunity was going to bring me a lot more than my sacrifice, and it's going to bring me to my present and passionate part and potentially bold if this relationship builds up. So I thought that was a growth opportunity. So you see, you can use this in the larger ideas or the smaller ones, or the smaller opportunities, but you can use it in any opportunity. So thank you so much for watching day 3 video. And what I'd love if you took a few moments to share in the Facebook group of an opportunity that you have in front of you now or one you had recently, and share your answers to this and let us know whether or not it's growth or depleting. So thank you so much, and I look forward to day 4.